What it be, what it do, players? It's your boy, cousin Roy. Everybody's cousin, some people's uncle. Back to another episode of Talking Manchester. Now, hold on, man. Hold up. We need some videos of me gloving up. So what? Man, look at that. Look, look at this. This thing, ever since I swapped, okay? Ever since we swapped, okay? We switched it up. I had to switch it and be Itachi. Because, before this, I was trying to be Naruto. It wasn't working out. Okay, so sacrifices had to be made, and I had to switch it up to Itachi. Okay, and now okay, finally some order. But in this order that we are so love and so highly taunt and so highly value in our club, we have lost somebody who I actually really like. Anthony Martial's gone. His Sevilla is going to pay all his wages, 250,000, 240,000 pounds, whatever it is, and I'm actually a little bit disappointed. Today I was reminded why Martial was so good because somebody shared on tweet. It's all over the Twitter was how Martial he has been playing with us since guys like what's his name? I was going to say Rio almost like the oldest player besides De Gea. See, he was inside that video. He came in like what 2015 or 2014. Like he has played with some of the guys, the legends that and scored in a European Cup final and won FA Cup final, scored for us. He has popped up in so many situations in the best possible moments when we need a striker the most, and this fella has scored. Actually, he hasn't played for so long, so I just kind of brushed him off. But his quality was always in the back of my head. But actually, if you think about it, he has scored in so many final matches, crucial matches. And apart from the Liverpool one, the debut, the cut, no, that one is super famous. That final, one of the cup finals, also he scored. This guy got class, man. It's just they keep always saying that maybe he doesn't bring all that enough, and man, I don't want to. This pain has to be shared. I don't care. But lucky I was someone share that pain with me.
I'm back.
Bro,
Whoa.
I tell you, man, this fellow going a bit sad. And
Mm-hmm.
today also a bit sadder because there was one video. Twitter taking too long to load. They showed all his best
Mm-hmm.
moments. So if you guys want to go, you all can go and check it out. He scored in so many crucial games, man. This guy when he came
Mm-hmm.
on, playing as a full team from the start, sometimes never really did it, but always coming in as a sub. He was always that high impact player, and that's why when we first got him, contract was relatively high for a teenager, and then it only got higher. It makes sense.
Plus add-ons and all those things,
And
to get.
add-ons,
Yeah.
with titles. So it compounded in his salary. When he came, he was only 18, 19. He had a
Mm-hmm.
childhood sweetheart and who he eventually married after 2 years. And I think after 3 years, at 21, he signed no, 22. 3 years before he signed another one, then he signed another one later,
Mm-hmm.
which is this current one. So it's two contracts signed apart from the joining
Since
the
he
first
first
one.
joined, yeah, since he first joined MU the last time.
So that's why his contract is at 240,000. But the reasons why, and all the players are, and the entire world complaining, saying he didn't bring the effort and all. Actually, a lot of it is down to he had a childhood sweetheart when he came here, and then the wife eventually married her, and then they had a child when they were young. Then because he was such a superstar, we touched on this before. I'm going to touch on it again. He was supposed to start his own company with number seven, I think, right? Nine, whatever.
Nine, nine, nine.
Nine, sorry, number
Yeah.
nine, Martial nine, whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
then Zlatan came, screwed that up. In that time, they re-signed him, I believe, during that time to keep him happy. And also, he broke up and then he went with another girl. That's when the problems happened during the Mourinho time. Where Mourinho was saying, he's got, yeah, okay, he's got
This
childbirth. He
this is
already
the
went
time
for
when
one.
this is the one that Mourinho wasn't happy that he
Took
went at
leave.
the preseason run, right, and didn't
Hmm.
come back. Then I think that
I think
the
it was
whole hoo
during
ha that,
the
yeah.
no, it was during the season. The girl's already pregnant, so he kind of knew what was happening. But there was the fact that he missed some training, and then he didn't come, and then he was giving excuses. He was that when he was actually lazy because Mourinho was pushing him. It was a time he didn't want to be pushed. He male already. So finally, when on the day the girl gave birth, Mourinho lost it, and I think he purposely said in the media, lah, yeah, I know he's got a child, but he already been for one before the first one. Why need to go for another one? Which a lot of people gave him slack for. But in my opinion, it's an accumulation. Now we know what. Now we seen all the docu series. Mourinho is not an asshole. He's not lah.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it also, but I think De Gea did last season as well, and they gave him a chance to actually go off for a week, and that's when Dean Henderson came up. So I don't know why Mourinho is. I think he's just have something with Martial. I think before this,
For Mourinho,
yeah,
because yeah, he wasn't training, he
he's
wasn't moving.
picking something with him. And Mourinho always pick fights with people. Do you
True.
notice? He
Yeah,
will pick fights with like Luke Shaw, and then tiba-tiba he will pick fight with this fella, pick fight with that fella. Then they will throw them under the bus, and then after that the players will start going against him. See, even my dogs is agreeing.
yeah, yeah. And he always wanted more from this boy. And even though this boy wasn't performing, the club still gave him his contract. So now it's super high. They had. I'm like, I'm glad you got this. Finally, something I'm happy with what management did. Let them pay all of it.
Yep.
They
I
ain't
mean,
going to be paying half.
initially the news was saying that Sevilla don't want to pay the full thing, and they were trying to go back and forth and saying, "Oh,
They
Juventus
wanted us to
coming."
pay 100, and I was
Yeah,
like, "What? Even 50 or so, we shouldn't." That Stephen
yeah.
Armstrong was saying, "I'm going to pay 50. You crazy? You should be paying all." So I'm glad they're paying all, but apparently it was there's a investor. I'm thinking,
Mhm.
man, is get a mystery investors? Like, anyway, I'm not going to touch about that. So anyway, some investor came in and then they managed to get the finances for it. Okay, he's yours, but I want to say this lah. I hope he goes, and I hope he plays well, and I want him to come back because when I saw they said they were only considering a loan, I was happy. I never want to throw away talent, and then someone you bought young. If you want
Eh,
to throw away talent,
yeah.
I want
And,
money.
and you saw what he did at the West Ham that day, how he actually did that penetrating run, and he was the one that did the pass
He's the one
to
I said after the
Cavani.
show.
Yeah.
Seems like when he came in, there was more. He don't give a damn what. He didn't give a damn. I'm not going to play. I'm
He's a
playing in front.
he's a free man. He's a free man without the shackles, man. He's Marshall Unchained.
So, so yeah. So I mean, good to show that. So when him coming and playing that game against West Ham, it kind of showed me that one, Ralph trusts this fella, and I think them sending him alone and not fully sell because they want him to come back because we bought him at a very young age for 58 whatever, and if you want to sell somebody you bought for that much, it should be at least like 100, something like. You have to get
At
some
least
money
get
back
back
from it.
something. Yeah, at least get back what they paid for him as well. I think.
Because he's a better player than when he was 18. So now, so I hope he goes and he comes back and his mind is straight because he's had some football under him. Hopefully he gets to go for the World Cup, and I hope France crash in the first round. So screw all these
Along
fellas.
with Pogba, is it?
And exactly, I was just going to say, and whoever gets Pogba, as Pogba says, good for you. So okay, give him lah. I
Mhm.
hope I'm glad now he's not going to sign the 500 million blah. I'm glad he's not going to sign the 500,000. So I hope the French team all go there, screw up in the first round, all
Except Varane,
go
except
for it.
Varane,
You know what? I'm
except
gonna be
Varane.
bad and say I hope it doesn't. No, don't say it that bad lah. Don't be that bad. So, okay, yeah. I mean, Haran, okay, yeah, whatever. So,
I hope he had a. I hope he had a great game, but the rest is okay.
so, so yeah. And yeah, and then he comes back and realizes, okay, you know what, the Spanish league is going to be too easy playing Sevilla. It's not. I'm not going to get the attention like how I'm getting Manchester United. My Saham, my social media, gone, over. It's over because I'm already a married man. So the girls, I'm off the market for the girls, and the boys don't think much of you if you're not a menu. The fanboys ain't going to jump on you. Sevilla, get out lah.
He
Come
needs
on,
to build his
Sevilla got,
brand, man. He needs to
yeah,
build his
man.
brand. And
Yeah,
Sevilla,
Sevilla
I
got a
don't think so. It's a
fan
good
base
brand.
like, yeah, what the hell? So I don't want to compare, and the people are got you want to hate. So I hope he comes back. Lah. I'm looking at it like that. Only because it wasn't no, we're not selling. You want you take him on a loan only.
Hmm.
So good because Cavani is gonna go.
Hmm.
Um Cavani is gonna go.
Ronaldo is iffy.
Ronaldo is iffy, not performing
Hmm.
in every game. So
Hmm.
front we are front empty lah, side maybe heavy lah. No good finisher. But Bruno is fantastic, but he needs to be in the midfield. Rashford hasn't had their form, but I want a proper striker. If this fellow is too small, I don't think they want to play him as a striker. So if he comes back, I don't know where he's going to fit in. Maybe he can find a spot to fit in if he's good at the glitchy thingy. Holding up the ball going to be a problem, but he'll get the fouls and the free kicks first. No problem.
Hey, you can push Ilanga to the center, lah. Then
Oh, Langa.
He and Rashford can play on the left, and then on the right we have Sancho and Greenwood. Yeah, settled.
Langa is taller than Martial lah. That day I saw the picture. I forgot lah.
But I don't know. It looks, but for me, I think Ilanga's actually he's a little bit more physical. Especially remember that header goal, the one that he hit the ball. I mean, header
The
against
one, the
Brentford.
long court, then he the
Yeah,
first goal, the one he
yeah.
first goal, second goal, one
The
he
one
handled
against Brentford.
with his leg
Yes.
up there header.
He looks like a kid that can actually challenge for a more. I mean, can challenge. I mean, against Brentford's defense, man. That tree giant there, and this guy can do that header. Who knows,
Okay,
man?
I mean, it wasn't a out and out header. It was a control
Mhm,
ball and then loop over
mhm.
the keeper. My concern is if I mean he's yet to develop. I think he need
Yes,
time to develop. If I
and he's
want to
only
compare
19.
with
Yeah,
Sorry.
he's only 19.
Oh boy. If I want to
Mhm.
compare with Martial now, I'm wondering if Martial comes. I'm just thinking about Martial. Listen, Martial comes playing up the middle. Ralphie wants somebody a bit more physical, so Martial is not. So I was thinking if Martial goes there and scores a lot of goals. He can pandai glitch.
Mhm.
Maybe can be that Aguero stuff. But Aguero was strong, man. I mean, hate to say, but Aguero was strong nuggets, man. The one I'm thinking
Chili
of like
padi,
a
man.
Owen. Oh, power, man. He's very strong, man. One I'm thinking of
Yeah,
like
actually, yeah.
an
He's
Owen.
more like a Owen,
I
actually.
hope
Owen,
so. He can,
Kevin
like
Phillips.
Even Nisroy was tall, and
Yes.
he didn't have much
He wasn't a speed guy. He wasn't
spirit
a
guy,
speed guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So if
He's.
Marshall can come and fill out that role,
Mhm.
it'll be nice. But and I think he can, because you look like I saw in that clip with all his highlights, there was a lot of positions in goals where he actually popped up in the right spot.
I mean, actually, if you look at it, even the Ronaldo, as in the Brazilian Ronaldo, he wasn't that big as well, But he's tough. So
Yeah,
maybe
I
he
mean
can
bigger than Martial, but
he can he can toughen up lah. I mean, if
that
he can toughen
fella.
up, build up a little bit more upper body strength, who
So
knows?
that's why
Martial can be
now.
a good player.
So now this concern is how here. Like, do you want him like okay? What do you think? Do you want the fella to go and come back, or do you want him to go and then we sell him after the off season?
Okay, the thing
Let
is with
somebody
the
else in.
with the no with the no sell on clause in his loan move, I felt that it was a good thing because in a way, if just say he's not in MU's plan, at least we have something to bargain rather than with the sell on clause. Then our hands are tied. Sevilla can just offer something within their price range, and if he performs really well and his value goes up, at least we can sell in I mean, we can recoup back the price that we sign him for. But if it's not, he can come back as a better player and he can help the team. So it's actually a win-win situation for everyone, I feel, for Martial.
Mm. So, okay,
Mhm.
you feel okay. I want because saying what Ralphie, I want to see whether he actually going to market for a striker because you got a big ass ego there, Ronaldo to handle. So I just thought about that. I'm thinking, okay, because I really want a Lukaku type to come back, lah. I think a Lukaku type is what Ralphie needs.
I think we need
As
the
fit.
what's that guy? What's the Fiorentina guy? Vlahovic.
Oh
Vlahovic.
man,
That guy
lovely.
looks. But now Juventus is looking to get him. I think the
Mhm.
latest news, right? They said Juventus is actually
Damn,
tabling an offer for him. I don't want
damn.
him to go Juventus lah.
Oh boy, what are we? Oh, man. What are
I mean, if you cannot get him, then and now Haaland also they say we are not in the running anymore. He's going to Real. That's a waste, man. Haaland, I think Haaland would be the right player.
I'll kill
That
it
we
in Spain, man. Damn,
if it is that awkward run.
damn. Oh, Lord, coming worse.
But I mean, again, I mean,
It,
uh, football is all about coming in with the right time, with the right money, and talking right to the agents. And I think that if things goes well, who knows. Against Fiorentina, I mean, things are not settled yet. I think Fabrizio Romano was saying that these are just rumors, and Juventus are trying to table a bit. But I don't think,
yeah,
yeah, but
The fella had suspect COVID, so
mm,
that's why he wasn't in training. I was like,
yeah. So again, until the
what
end of the
that
season,
stuff.
if if within the next week he's never, I mean, he didn't go to Juventus, I think we got 6 months to play our game to get him to come on board.
That would be nice, huh? I feel
Mhm.
he right now for future talent and all that, and
Mm.
then he's been scoring. I mean, I hope he don't come and screw him up because he better be ready. It's tough league,
Mhm.
big size, got skill, can get those high balls. We missing those headers, lah. It'll be great because speaking of header, I just sidetrack a bit.
Missing that little physical presence in the
Mm,
in the penalty box, man.
what the hell? 120 corners already, now 114. Whatever. I don't lost.
And how
Who's
many
this
goals we
fat?
scored from the corners? Oh my god,
What
like,
goodness, man.
what a
And then
joke.
Joel Beya was saying just now about aerial threat. Maybe I got to start doing that also, so I got more crap to talk about, like this, all the stats for Harry Maguire. So apparently I just watching it just now. He was saying that Harry Maguire, fantastic, this and that, this and that. Stephen came in and said, hang on, pump your brakes. And then he said, what are you going there? He said, no, you relax, you relax. And Rio came and told him, no, the way you said it is wrong. You can't just say after one game Harry Maguire was fantastic, great, because five aerial balls won, five tackles won, two interceptions, 60% passes made. I'm like, "What's
It's just one game, man. You had to do it like consistently over the entire season.
walk into the mirror and take the blue pill, lah. Wait, Joel Beya. See the fucking mirror there? Walk into that mirror, Joel Beya, and take the blue pill and get lost. Nonsense. After one game, you want to go and praise Harry Maguire like as though he's the savior. What do you think, bro? I didn't see anything great about him because we
Nothing
were
great.
controlling the game.
He didn't stand out. Like you say, we were
I
controlling
thought
the game.
Varane.
We were pushing. Yeah, Varane was fantastic. Varane made Maguire look really good.
Continue.
Correct.
We were
Yeah,
pushing what? Sorry,
yeah.
I cut you.
So the thing is, the entire team was pushing up in front, and we were attacking. So we were basically using attacking as a defense, and most of the time, Maguire didn't do much.
I thought he did his job, lah, bro. I
Mm,
because I don't know West Ham, of course, playing away. They came to Jaga, lah. They and then when they get us on the counter with their passes actually were quite nice. But you can be honest, we can say safely that we had control of that game throughout, but there was no chances. So their
mm.
defense was mantap. I after the dust settled, I was so excited that bro, the VPN was on, lah. Too excited. To off right click, there's an automatic, you'll switch on after 1 hour, some nonsense like that. Lah. So when I say why were you dropping so much, oh, you were red most of the time.
Yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah.
orange also. But I said, no, I know your connection is good.
I thought my connection. I thought if
No,
it's
it
so
was
bad, then better not come back in first.
after
Don't want to disrupt the flow, man. Don't
man,
want.
I carried with like three fellas there only. It wasn't many lah, but I still wanted to go on a little bit. After
Mhm.
I finished the next day, I sent the thing. I saw the report. It's like we were beaming from New York, live from New York. It's Saturday Night Live.
Be famous, man. Be famous.
Well, BB from New York, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So anyway, back to Maguire.
Yeah, but it's just
um,
one game. It's just one game. I would want to see him play against more tougher opponents to be really sure that he is back and he's good. But again, I saw a lot of reports that were saying that it's because of Varane. Varane makes
right.
him look good.
I think I put in our group also. I put it
Yeah,
up there. So I said online. I said
yeah.
this fella is a calming effect on a lot of people
Mm,
because the way he reads the game is muy caliente. I tell you.
yeah.
I think the way Varan reads the game, it reminds me of how we had a solid defense back then, Vidic and Rio.
Reminds me of,
Fella package,
yes, yes, yes. He reminds me of Rio actually. To be honest, he reminds
getting
me
to
of
the
Rio.
ball. He know when to push it out clear and all that.
And
Harry is still if
he knows when to hold back and he knows when to cut in to block or cover Maguire when he goes up.
yeah.
That's what I want to see, man. That's the synergy I want to see in the defense, man.
So when they are saying now at this moment that Harry was fantastic, I don't know. Sometimes when I see all this, I wonder. I doubt myself when I'm watching all this. I doubt because I admit to you guys, man, I ain't no pandit. I love the game. I love the team. Been watching it for many years. Okay, and this is what I can see based on what I've been watching all these years, and it did not seem like a real standout. To be honest, Bruno was good. Fred was also still mediocre. I don't know how to see the defensive thingy, but I felt not enough to win. I want to win titles, not enough. Scott was okay, decent for him, a good 7.5. Elanga for me was a 9. Greenwood was a 9. Bruno was a 9. Ronaldo was a 6.
I
Yeah,
find it refreshing seeing Ilanga actually, to be honest.
I'm
Seeing him in
loving it,
front,
man.
it's like it's a breath of fresh air. The guy is playing with a smile on his face, and he reminds me a bit of like Dwight York. He's enjoying the game, man.
Oh,
He's enjoying the game.
how come, bro? 70 million pound there. We put him in. Some fellas like, well, yeah, we so good, man. I'm glad Sanchez. But I'm like,
Ilanga seems to be much better player actually, to be honest.
yeah.
And and
I'm
and I think that today they came up with the news, right? They were trying to decide whether they want to get him to play for England or not because he have not played for Sweden yet, and he's eligible to play
Switzerland,
for
he
England.
hasn't played yet. He didn't
He
play
won't
the
play for Sweden.
unders.
He played for the
Sorry,
under
Switzerland.
17, 18, 19. Yeah, Sweden.
Okay,
The under
he hasn't played for
17,
them.
18. Not yet. He played for the not the senior team yet. He have not played for the senior team. So, and because he came to England when he was 12, so the thing is
Oh,
he's
wow.
eligible to play for England actually. That's why the day when Ralph was talking during his press conference, he said, "Oh, I mean we have the English players who scored." Then he said Ilanga. I was like, "Hey, isn't he sweet?" Well, his father is Cameroonian lah, but isn't he a Swede? Even though he's playing for the Swedish youth team.
Wow.
So the thing is, he's still eligible to play for England, and now the tussle is going to come lah.
Hey,
So he
okay.
can play for actually three nations, man. Actually,
I confused him with. Remember, I was a bit not obsessed. I was going heavy on the transfer. I confused Zakaria with this fella. Zakaria is Swiss.
Swiss,
Sweden,
yes,
it's
yes.
cakap, eh.
Check up lah.
I
That's why Zlatan. There's one time they were saying that he could be the successor for not Zlatan but Henrik Larsson.
man, he can make a whole lot of coin if he goes to England.
Yes.
Yeah,
And the way he speak, I mean, because he was there so young, you hear his accent. He got that deep English accent already, the Mancunian accent, man. So I didn't thought
Wow.
I didn't know he was sweet actually until when I go and read about it. I was like, holy shit, man.
Let me think. Yeah, I thought it was English. I didn't bother to check with that. I'm thinking everybody coming from the Manchester Academy is English. My bad. Hey, you all know anything about the academy players? Let me know, man. I would love to learn. I can't be reading like all, man. I'm like so lost. But nice. I glad we got a Swedish boy inside there.
My
I want
wife,
to
my
see.
wife, my wife.
Hey, what's up? Hey, the new news is that Dennis Zakaria is not good enough. Huh? I listened to Stephen. Stephen said just now also Dennis Zakaria apparently reports are he's not good enough. Might just be a squad player. So might have
I
to
mean,
eat my words on that.
some even say that he's going to be the next Eric Jemba Jemba.
Oh wow! So it's
I
done
mean,
like that,
yeah,
huh? Like
Jemba Jemba was
phew.
playing so well in the French league. The time I remember playing was what's that name? Nantes, Nantes.
Nonce,
Nantes.
nonce.
Yeah, that team. So he played against MU and it was quite good. That team. But after that, when he came to MU, it was like totally shit, man.
I played a few
Roy
games. Then after
Roy
that, gone.
Keane's successor, so
I
called.
I think we
I
need
would
the Shinigami Daiko
Oh wow, look at that.
to come.
Is that new? You just changed, is
No,
it?
no, this is the same one that I did.
Ah, okay, okay. Oh, okay, okay, yeah. From this angle,
Shinigami
yes.
Daiko. Nah, okay. Like right now, we need a captain like Zaraki. Tell me I'm lying, man. We need Zaraki right there,
We
man,
need
as a
someone that
captain.
is brutal, don't hold
Ganas.
back, and go head on to everything, man. With that jagged little knife, sword, with knife pula.
I'm playing right now. Yo, okay, okay. All right. So seeing this live, so with Masha going and we should not resign Edison. I know the boy. He is just incredible. That goal also that day is him. But we need
That
somebody like that.
celebration, man. That
Ah, man, I
celebration.
tell you.
You see him celebrate, also you feel like celebrating, like.
So I almost jumped to. I thought I really was in the Matrix and I was going to jump inside after the fella scored. Man, I lost it. I was like, so I was like, it's just. I just feel shouldn't sign him again unless it's for really dirt cheap. Then he can play like the Teddy Sheringham kind of role if he's willing to. But he won't. He wants to play.
He wants to play,
So
yeah.
I'm wondering who going to replace him play in that spot. If we actually have some ready-made guys, Nick Greenwood and all that can play in that position, they can attack. But right now, if he's running a lot and we need that running, whatever, I also don't know. If we're going to focus with Rashford, because we got a lot now. We got Rashford, Sancho, Greenwood. Now Elanga is coming up. So quite a bit. So we got four, basically two there. So one of them can always switch and go in front and play with Ronaldo because he'll be
Yep.
heavily marked and getting on in age. So it's a good thing we can talk about actually, see which strikers are available to come in. But bro, I gotta tell you that Vlahovic is the top lah.
Vlahovic, man.
I
He
think
looks
that's
like
the
the real.
only
I
guy.
mean, he looks like the real deal. He's good both in. I mean, good with his head. Yeah, good with his head and good with his legs. So that's what
Yeah,
you want. And he's young. That's the
yeah,
key.
and he's young. So yeah. Now the next thing I wanted to talk about was, these guys come. Okay, I understand all that. It's a former player and all that. So he wants to come in and then, he wants to go off on a bang. Everyone's saying he came to the club, his club, and then all whatever, some philosophy, whatever, and all this. I think they gave him special pair of shoes so he doesn't slip. But what's the deal with Steven Gerrard and okay, he came to Old Trafford and all that. This is what I wanted to say, and I'm going to make a clip out of this also.
Hmm.
So Steven Gerrard came to Old Trafford, and then as he walks to the pitch, he turns around, looks at Stratford, and gives them a stare, and then he continues walking. I just want to say that one thing, I don't know what's this guy's problem, but secondly, everyone's loving it, saying it's great, it's fantastic, this and that. Okay, yeah, it's great. It's a bit of like, what you want, man? You want to get me? You want to get me? I just want to say this: if it was Roy Keane and that happened at the stadium, all Roy Keane would have done was just walk, and he would have continued walking, and he wouldn't done anything.
He
I
would just
mean,
stare down the pitch like the bulldog like that,
or
ready
whatever.
to attack.
Yeah, whatever, guys. You're screaming. I don't care. I got a game to win. So first he came and did that against the he came and did this against our team. Hang on, let me put it. Okay, okay, okay. I was like, that's what I'm booing him. Okay, what? But lucky he got 2-2 draw, right? No, no, we beat them. No, did we beat them that
We
day?
beat them in the cup.
We beat
That-
them in the cup.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that 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 was
We drew. They came back with that stupid 2 goals lah.
yeah. So that game was a cup game because it was a home game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, so we beat them, we got the win, but got to stay down. Now, yesterday, again, he did it to the Everton fans. I think it was several times. I think halftime while walking in, he stuck his tongue out. And then he told him to F off. And then he walked the pitch. And then they got a 1-0 win, very hard fought win away. Everton are in trouble and all that. And then as he was walking off, again, that long stare, that gaze, long look at the Everton's, fans cheering in, smirk, and then walk off. I'm telling you, look, man, just calm down.
No,
Okay, Steven, just
he
calm
got
down.
this one syndrome, what we call the Liverpool fan syndrome. Like like how they want to stick it into all the other fans, their rivals, to us, to Everton. The guy is living it lah. That's why he didn't win any title during his time.
Look, man, you won cups, brother. You still haven't won the league. But I sat down, I had some time to digest it. And I'm thinking, you know what? Okay. In a way, I'm looking at it. Okay, nice. A little bit of fire. Okay, a little bit of like some grit. Some.
Taunt us a little bit lah, to
I
give
say,
us
okay,
that.
yeah, you want to come in, you want to bring that fire, you want to taunt, you want to stir up. Okay, I'll bring that a little. But I was just thinking, right? If it was just another captain, and I'm going to say Roy Keane, if he saw that in this in just say Anfield, and then let's say in City, Roy Keane would have just gone in, chewed his gum, walked away, take a couple of spats, and then continue and then watch the game. This fella has to look, has to stare. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. Like, it's nice to see, like, I know because got a little bit of jab, jibby, jabby. But
Mhm.
on the other part, I say, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. What you want,
Immature,
Steven?
immature, being immature, being again Liverpool fan lah, Liverpool fan. You can't help them. They're always like that. They have the inferiority complex. Never win
What's up,
anything. Need to stick it
Steven?
up to everyone.
What is up, Steven? I don't know what you want, bro. Okay, you want to stay? Alright, bro. But we're gonna come smash your team, bro. You okay? Okay, you got one up on us. We was a draw. We should have beat you. You got one up on us. Fine, we got problems. But that is not gonna happen next season. The week come, you are gonna get whooped badly. Right now, you're riding on a bit of high. Team was crap. You want to bring your energy and all that. We are in a little bit of transition. We don't know where we are. Let's see what happens next season, man.
But at least he didn't say one thing like he didn't say we smashed them in the first half.
Okay, oh God, Thomas.
Another clown. We smashed them in the first half. Nah lah, you smash us, you still lose. Cakap banyak je.
What is happening with Thomas Frank, guys? I got no clue, man. Thomas Frank has completely lost the plot. I mean, talk about sore loser one. The homeboy lost his auntie was close to him, brought him out, whatever. And then, I mean, look, man, he's losing they haven't got any player in. You might be having players out. He continues to insist his team is the best in the world. This man has mental health problems.
If you notice, right, how Brentford play is exactly how they play against MU. They were smashing everyone in the first half of the season, but they're screwing up in the second half. Let him have his fun lah.
Man,
His
see,
5 seconds of fame. Let him go and have it.
really, I think he's really he's either he needs to slow down or have fewer lines before games, or slow down on the sauce, or just go to rehab, or let the assistant do the interviews, because Brentford sounds like a bunch of morons, man. Right now, you all sound like fools, man. Straight up, I don't know what you all up
Agreed.
to.
Agreed,
You all
man.
straight
Agreed.
up losing your shit. Hey, Jesse Lingard, why is the club playing hardball, huh? Why they don't want to take the 10, 15?
I'm not sure why. The thing is, if you look at it right, I think there's definitely some clause that they are still not agreeable.
Hmm.
But I think they kind of
We're gonna
agreed
lose him.
most of the thing, right?
Latest is like they still playing hardball. It's
With
10 to
Newcastle.
15. I don't want to take. But I'm thinking, you crazy, then the boy is gonna go on a free.
Mhm.
Like Donny and Lingard have been very heavily asked. I'm a bit lazy to open up the thing. I'm going to spit some hot fire off my head. But it's there. It's 10 to 15 million that has been up, that has been offered, and the club still doesn't want to take it. And I'm like, man, what's going on? Like, you all don't want this money, and the guy gonna go on the free end of the season. It's like, hey, there's not gonna be any value there.
But then again, you see, MU has been doing this the last time for so many times. Look at Herrera. That's one of the biggest what I call example of how they actually wasted. They can actually, and he was actually on a high. He was playing well. It's not like like Lingard not playing. He was playing. Just that he
Yeah.
didn't sign the thing, and then PSG came in and swooped him, and they actually did quite well with PSG. It's such a waste, lah. He's one player that I really thought, we should have really kept. We needed that kind of character in our midfield, and it's such a waste that he actually left and go to PSG.
Yeah, they thought they had enough. That was Moyes and his stupidity. Let me just see this 1 hour ago. And Newcastle's attempts to sign. I don't want to look to the RAM. Look here. Newcastle's attempts to sign Jesse on loan held up by reluctance to meet Manchester's demands for 12. And then in brackets, it's called 12 million pounds survival bonus should Newcastle avoid relegation. It would take an overall cost to 16.4 million pounds with loan fee and wages. Oh, pay lah. Why you don't want to pay? You got money, what? You
Yeah,
know
lah.
this guy. Why you don't want to pay? Okay, James Tucker reported it from the Telegraph. Let me repeat. They want to. It's held up on loan because the Manchester's 12 million demands for survival bonus, if in case they avoid relegation. If they get Lessie, they're going to avoid relegation 100%. That will take the total of 16.5 million pounds. Hey, for talent like Jesse Lingard, you need him now. You're going to get relegated. Newcastle,
Yeah, you saw what he did with
Newcastle, are
West
you
Ham last
here?
season, man. Come on, lah.
Newcastle, are you here? Newcastle, hello, Newcastle,
Newcastle's doing what Newcastle does best.
hello, Newcastle, are you here?
Deals that
Hello,
does not make
Newcastle,
sense.
Newcastle fans are you here. 16.5 million pounds. You all got that oil money, bro. They'll make it in 1 day. It ain't nothing. Drop that money. Take Lingard and go. I want that money, man. Like I'll straight up, bro. I seriously want that money with us now. And I don't know. Okay, club playing hardball for this. It's a bit crazy, but I think this this is the first time we're actually following the transfer season this closely. Let's see how it goes. I'm not going to pretend to like actually follow it this closely before, but let's see how it goes. We got another 5 or 6 days.
Yeah,
26th
five
here,
five days. Yeah,
26th
five more.
morning there. Yeah,
5 days lah. 5 days left.
5 days. So we'll see next week. By Sunday. By Sunday,
Sunday.
I will do a pod and
Mhm.
maybe we will know by then. Apart from that, I asked the homeboys what they all thought about Declan Rice. Some very happy. Me, I think he had a good game there that day. He's tall and physical. First time I'm watching a proper full game, guys. So don't hate
Mhm.
me for that. First time watching a proper full game. I've seen bits and pieces here and there, but I'm also trying to focus on my team and see how they are playing, so I can spit some hot fire over here. He was okay. The commentators were spitting all the stats at me, but I don't know whether 100 million,
Yeah, he
definitely not
doesn't
100
look like
million.
$100 million player to me.
Hell no.
It felt like if you're going to pay 100 million, you're going to get another Maguire.
Yeah, yeah,
I
exactly.
don't want that. I
Just
mean,
nice. Nah.
50, 60, I still think okay.
Yeah,
It's still
okay.
a bit overpaying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because of the I was going to say because of the inflation, it's going to be around 50, 60, but I think it's going to be about 40.
yeah.
It's good. 40, 45, good. So West Ham, if you all 100 million, you can turn it into you can turn it into the kebab wrap and take it to the club and then eat it during halftime. You can keep him 100 million. I want like I mean I don't know, I can't think of a midfielder, but I want like a male. I can say Kante. I want strikers like Mbappe. I want Haaland. You know, I don't want to pay 100 million for Declan Rice. Yes,
100 million can get better players, man.
get the
I think 100 million we can buy Haaland lah.
yeah.
Right. I think
Or
his
we,
deal was 80 million or something like that,
yeah,
like his contract.
yeah.
Use
Or we
that
can
money
get
lah. I want to get
two.
Declan Rice for what?
Sorry, or two of the Hamadu Babagam Shrimp,
Uh-huh.
Babaka Kimara. What? Oh God, I never get Kamara, Babaku Kamara and Hamidu Diara, whatever. Can take both of them now. Because apparently the Julio Iglesias, the Alvarez fella is out. He's busy making a new album.
Have you
So
seen
World Cup
the
album.
have you seen the news where Paul Parker was saying that if Declan Rice comes to MU within a year, he'll be the captain? I said if they pay 100 million, he's going to be Harry
Paul,
Maguire 2.0, man.
Paul. Paul took the. I think Paul's inside there. So Paul Parker is inside there. Goodness. Hang on, I'm taking down timestamps. Goodness.
He said, without shadow of a doubt, Man United told which Premier League star will become the next club captain. That was the title.
I like Paul Parker. Wasn't the best left back, right back, whatever he played. Got his nuts crushed doing a crazy save. He put his body on for the club. Lah. That's one thing I love Paul Parker for. During the late stages, when I first started watching this one, he was there. Then after he went off, of course, he wasn't the best. Lah. I mean, I like the guy. He speaks some truths. He's always very calm. But to say Declan Rice, if he came in, automatically be captain, and we got Bruno there, who's for me big. De Gea there, who's even bigger. Ronaldo will go in a few years, so Ronaldo is not in the conversation.
Actually, there's another player that I think that can be in
Come on.
the conversation as well. McTominay.
See, there
I
you
felt
go.
he was quite dominant during the West Ham game.
He
He
who can
was
be captain quality. Or actually, if like I think you would agree, but disagree if you want. Rashford would be the ultimate captain.
Yeah, I think
Full
I will
academy,
agree with
right?
you. I mean,
I
full academy,
tell
and the
you,
thing
man.
is, he's born and bred in Manchester. Who better than him? And
Like
he speaks with maturity, and he got that whole thing that he's doing
the
that whole
MBE and
charity.
the
Yeah.
kiddies and all the
So
charity
yeah,
work. I was
yeah.
thinking, he's just there, he's young, and we got such big characters in the club. He's overshadowing, but still, I refuse to have Maguire as my captain. But I understand Ralph Rangnick doesn't want to rock the boat so much, but I still refuse lah. I like seeing that day
But
Ronaldo.
I'm happy that Ralph actually have the balls to actually drop Maguire, which Oli couldn't do.
Mm,
It's something that Oli
mm,
couldn't do. He dropped
mm,
Maguire, didn't play him, only brought him in because he have to.
mm.
It's not
And
because he need to, because
yeah,
he have to.
yeah, I'm here to do the changes. Your
Mhm.
price tag doesn't mean jack to me. Like, bro, you looking at how you're playing now. I think Varane must have cost us 180 million. Bang, we're bang on
It
with the
was a steal,
positioning.
man. It was a steal, man. I tell you to be honest.
He made one two mistakes the other day in the game, but yeah, I think he looked tired. But I ain't gonna fault him. He just come back from injury.
Match
What's
sharpness
your
is not there yet,
He's
man.
not there. No, what's your excuse, Maguire? You're supposed to cover for him. So Maguire had a nice game. West Ham weren't really going all out attack, so shouldn't really praise him anyway.
Yeah.
So
That's why I said I
anyway,
want to
that's
see
fine.
him play against a more tougher opponent and see if he
Mm.
can still bring that same performance. Then yes, maybe I will give him a little bit of a respect, a little bit lah over there. Other than that, no, not yet, not yet. He need to earn it back, man. He lost our trust.
It's been confirmed that Donny has also asked for Henderson, Donny, Lingard, Marshall gone already, sorry, forget him, have confirmed to ask for a transfer. I'm disappointed because the Donny one, it seems they don't want to loan him to Newcastle also. If they do loan him, it's the same clause, lah, don't play against us. And I don't know, man. I feel like if Donny goes, good for him, he can play matches, but these fellas can stay injury free. Or are we really at that
Do we
point
have
where,
enough depth in the midfield to
uh,
actually have one player gone?
or are we at the point where we really believe what the rumors are that he's not good enough? I tell you,
I mean, but
really,
it's good. I mean, it's good. I think the rumors of him going to Crystal Palace. I think as we
Crystal
read,
Palace,
yeah, as we shared there, with the
Newcastle
no
again.
buying option again. I think it's a
Hmm.
good move as well. I mean,
Good move.
you go to Crystal Palace, you get to learn with one of the best, I would say, in that position, which is Vieira, and you see how he actually changed Gallagher to become the
True,
player
true.
that he is today. And actually, I'm excited. Actually, I'm quite happy if he can go to Crystal Palace. You learn from Vieira, learn from Gallagher, maybe to a certain extent, and if he performs well, it's a win-win for us. He gets his game time. Then after that, he gets to improve himself, acclimatize with the English game, especially with the mid-table team like Crystal Palace, where you have the battle with all the other mid-table and relegation team. I think that would be a good learning curve for him as well, man. And if he actually improves and come back, who knows? Maybe next season he can be one of our main players as well.
Because I didn't think about that. We can go and learn from Vieira how to toughen up and how to play mid. Because like, ways if going on rumors, not strong enough, not physical enough. I thought you can pandai glitch it. Like
Mm.
Bernardo, he
Yeah.
stays on his feet so well.
Yep.
He passes also very well. Bruno got that passing, but Donny had that passing. He falls a little bit here and there, but Bruno Fernandes is not the most physical fella. We're giving him the ball all the time. Can play. Betul
Can
kan kalau banding.
his mindset.
There you go.
So really, I really, I'm actually quite happy. If he actually goes to Crystal Palace, I want to see how he can actually improve his game there.
So go there.
We know Vieira is a very good coach at the moment. You see how he coach all these young players, especially the midfielders. So I want to see that lah. I really want to see that.
Okay lah, like that siapa make it
And
once
if
and
they
for all
pay his salary, even better. Since he's sitting there on our bench, warming the bench and getting the same salary as well, might as well he go there and play and you let them pay the salary, and then he come back a better player. Maybe we can sell him. Maybe we can keep him. If he plays better, he come back. He can improve the team. If he plays better, but we don't need him, we can sell him at a higher price.
Imagine he goes there And then there, so Patrick Vieira says, "Oh man, shit, actually, he's not good enough, lah." But then I guess we can. Then I guess I can
Then
put everything to rest, isn't it?
yeah,
Then at
then
least there, so he's not playing.
thank God they pay his salary lah for at least half a season.
Yeah.
We
And
saved that money.
and the way back to the Martial thing, the way the fans booed him when he came on the pitch, so I was like, huh?
That's very un Manchester United, I
Wasn't
feel.
very cool.
Yeah, that's very
Wasn't.
un Manchester United, I feel. But again, I think the fans, I think the same thing they did with Rooney as well, right? And that last time when he wanted to leave and he wanted
Oh
to
yes,
leave.
sir.
Yeah, we wanted to, I think that rumor that he had a spat with Ferguson, then he wanted to leave. I think it was
Oh
2009 or
right, right. When
2010.
Chelsea,
Yeah, they
the
wanted to go to
100,000 a
Chelsea.
week.
I think the day he actually spoke out about it. I think few weeks ago, he spoke out about it. He was saying that it's true. He did wanted to leave because he felt that the club wasn't matching his ambition anymore. They're not bringing in good players, and that's one of the reason why they started to invest into more players. And after that, I think Ferguson convinced him that look, we are planning this thing, and this is the future that we're going to plan for you for the team. And I think he got convinced, and that's why he stayed. I think that was
Mm.
the. If not mistaken, that was what exactly he said. That convinced him to stay back again.
Mm. Okay.
Because he was at his prime, he don't want to waste his time on a team that is not going to win anything. So
Well,
again,
I tell you, bro. But you look at this. Look at the way these fans act. The passion is just ridiculous. Like even remember a few weeks ago, so running out was trending. What I bet you back then it was what 300, 400, 1,000, 1,000. I bet you now it's slowed down, but there's still 100 of them. Tell
yeah,
you the way, like
they are demanding too much lah.
no,
Just stay the come.
even
Stay the stay, come down, like wait, come down,
how
stay,
eh?
come down.
What's going? Even back then, when everyone was shitting on Marsha, I still remember watching the game, thinking, why are you all just blaming that one fella? Like that means now every game Fred's fault lah. But the
Mm.
one who's giving away the ball most of the time is him only. Because midfield got no presence. So I'm thinking I still thought he was fine. He was okay. But all that talk about effort and all that lah. I'm telling you, look, man, that day Ronaldo, that game, that 1-0, like we'll talk about it in the next part. I have the notes here. Actually, I just brought it out. I was like, I don't want it
Mhm.
to overlap with today. I'll keep it. It's good stuff. But just to end it, right? Ronaldo is always a presence on the field, but I'm finding it a little bit hard to measure the presence that day. The 3-1 against Brentford with the chest, just the fact that he put that chest down, for me, that's like a 11 out of 10 in game rating for me, even though he was sub. Why? Because it was the second goal, and I feel like nobody in the world had the presence of mind to do that unless the top 3 or 4 in the world lah, for the presence of
Quick
mind to do
thinking,
that.
man. Quick
Really.
thinking.
I know it may be super praise and all that, but gotta any haters out there, let me tell you why. It's because taking the whole context of everything, he's sort of scoring every match last time. He's coming here, he's not scoring at all, being marked like hell. The game tempo is 100% harder, not double, like triple fold from what he's used to in the Italian league and the bloody Spanish league beforehand. So it's hard for him to cope. Now I can see, but he's still scoring the goals. He still can beat defenders if they're not covering him too much. But he was nothing there like the day, bro, in that West Ham game. I'm
He was
saying, I
very
don't know. I'm
quiet.
saying,
He was very quiet. He was very quiet.
oh,
We don't
man,
feel his presence. I felt Ilanga more than I felt
bro.
Ronaldo.
I mean, just
But
trying to be objective here, lah. I
yeah,
know,
but at least
real.
he didn't whine that much, lah. That's for sure, lah.
Man, I think yeah, I remember like all those old stories, how the old players will talk about stories. They say, like Roy used to say, yeah, we get angry that fella not doing his work. He's not doing his defensive duties, but some fellas you don't tell them because suddenly in the 89 minutes he scores a goal.
Mhm.
Eric Cantona. So I was like, like Ronaldo, lucky Ronaldo came and Ronaldo, blah, Rash, so many R's. Goodness. Rashford came and scored that goal. Euphoria. It's like, okay, all right, man. We're closer to top four now, not 7 and 8.
Crazy, man. When he scored that goal,
I tell you, that was the
goosebumps, man.
shit. That was the
Goosebumps.
shit. So anyway, guys, thank you all for tuning in. I want to say thanks to all of you. Some of you are viewing it even after I post it up. Not really necessarily have to be live, but I'm always going live because I want to practice. And I'm Killer, Wu Tang, Killer B, Yamin. So I want you all, if you don't mind, we're trying to hit 200 subscribers. Do like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next pod. Take care, guys.